here I am. I've arrived in Charing, off to find St Mary's Church ruins, which was destroyed by a doodlebug in the Second World War. I'll pop on my GPS in a minute, find out which way I've got to go and head off in that direction. I think it's about 5 miles from here roughly, so I'll check back with you in a little while. Well, it might be the start of November. It's a little bit breezy, but the sun's out, and surprisingly it's quite warm. Just following my GPS. I'm not sure where I'm actually going, so hopefully the GPS does. And like I say, we're off to find the ruins of St Mary's Church and have a good look around there. And then from there on I'm going to head on for about another 5 miles after that, where I'll be camping tonight. Yes, thoroughly lovely day so far. Enjoying the walk out in the countryside. Like I say, a little bit of a breeze, but it's keeping me nice and cool, so check back with you shortly. Hello there. Well, today, while I'm out on my walk, I'm trying out my new Osprey Exos 45 litre rucksack. Better than my Berghaus Trailhead 65, which I normally use. A lot more comfortable so far. It has its good points and its bad points, I suppose. Nowhere near as many pockets for storage or anything like that, but I've got little pouches I've added on here. One of the good little things I like about it so far is when I'm out walking, I can just reach into the side pocket, no problem, and get out my drink bottle. And it's just as easy, so I've been told, to pop it back in. Anyway, like I say, while I'm out for my walk, I thought I'd try out my new rucksack, because it's a lot lighter weight, comes in at just over 1 kilo. And my whole pack today, including my tent, sleeping bag, my warm clothes, everything else, when I weighed it this morning, just over 12 kilos. Like I say, it's thoroughly comfortable on my back. I'm walking across the fields at the moment, been over a few stiles, no problems whatsoever. So I'll keep you informed. I'll check back with you in a little while. Bye bye for now. Hi there. Well, once again, my GPS Ordnance Survey map shows that the footpath goes straight over there. But once again, good old Farmer Giles, he plants it. He doesn't leave it sort of, what do you call it, with a good description or directions. So I'm going to have to walk around the edge of the field, because like I say, it's planted, no signposts. I find it's a common thing when I'm out walking. Good old Farmer Giles, he likes to keep people off his land, just covers everything up, even though there is a public right of way, a footpath that runs straight through his field. So I'm well within my rights to walk straight through all his crops. Morning Mrs Pheasant, but I've got a bit more respect than that. So I'll follow the edge of the field round, pick up the trail back over there, and hopefully find the footpath that I should be on. Check back with you shortly. Well, here we are. I've nearly found the footpath, I believe, because I've come across this road and railway line. The footpath I wanted was over that direction. Like I say, I've come across this road and it shows that the footpath is along there somewhere. So I'll just put my camera away in a second, because there's a sign just here that says footpath, but I think I need to continue up the road further up that way. And like I say, I'm on a road here, so put the camera away and get back on the footpath. Check back with you in a little while. Bye bye for now. I finally managed to get across the railway, and right next to the railway was the M20. but I managed to find a little road that took me across both of them. So here I am, just about back on my trail. The GPS saying I'm nearly back to the footpath I should have been on. I suppose it took me a quarter of a mile maybe out of my sort of journey. I had a little bit extra time, but I'm not too bothered. It's a glorious day, lovely day for a walk. So I'm heading down this road towards Little Chart, and I believe that's where the ruins of the church of St Mary are anyway, so I just didn't want to walk on the roads, but I'll be back off the road shortly, back on the footpath, heading across the wilderness. Check back with me a little while. Bye bye for now. Hi ho, out for a walk I go, I'm following the path just for the laugh. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. Still on the footpath, still heading towards St Mary's Church ruins. Out in the beautiful countryside on a lovely November's day. Well, here I am walking through the village of Little Chart. So I've been told the church ruins are a couple of miles away from here. But what a lovely little old village it is. And I was just talking to a gentleman I was walking along the road with for a little way, and he informed me there's a pub down here called the Swan, so I might actually have to stop and have a cheeky little beer, if I find the pub, that is. Like I say, all these old buildings got loads and loads of character. There's the old spider hanging around and pumpkin I've seen on the way. But what a lovely little place. Don't find many places like this around anymore. They all get modernised and converted, updated and what have you. So it's nice to find some places with character. And that is one amazing building. We'll carry on wandering through the village. On my GPS is saying I'm still on the right track anyway, so. And the gentleman I was talking to earlier on, he was saying that, well, apparently I've been told that Pluckley Woods, where I plan on staying the night tonight on my little camping trip, Pluckley itself is supposed to be the most haunted village in the whole of England. So it could be a bit of a bumpy night. Check back with you in a little while. Hi there all. Just stopped at the Swan Inn, Little Chart. Had a nice pint of Hobgoblin Gold. A nice drop of ale. Friendly staff. Nice little pub. Had a open wood burning fire going on there. A little bit warm inside actually. I had to take a layer off. So back on my trail. And I believe the church ruins that I'm looking for, only about half a mile, maybe a mile away from here. Then obviously I have to backtrack the way I've come, so I might have to stop in the pub and have to chuck another cheeky little pint. Anyway, the weather's still good. Views are stunning in places. A bit of a breeze, but absolutely glorious day at the beginning of November. So anyway, back on with my walk. Check back with you soon. Bye for now. Well, here I am at the information board of St Mary's Church, Little Chart, a medieval church destroyed by Boodlebug. I'm not sure if you can actually read this because it is pretty warm, but feel free to pause the video and have a read. or you could always go online and Google it, which will give you a bit more information. Hit by a World War II doodlebug, 8 o'clock in the evening on the 16th of August 1944. It says here, fortunately no one was actually killed. The church itself was completely destroyed. Like I say, do feel free to pause and read if you wish to, or use the good old internet. Anyway, we'll take you up from here, up through the church grounds, or what was the cemetery. My rucksack up there on a bench. I thought, while I'm walking around, I might as well take it off. Still quite a few graves about, so I presume there's still people actually laid to rest here. Must apologise for the wind noise. So obviously somebody's come here and placed a wreath of poppies, or a string of, looks like they're hand knitted poppies, on top of a gravestone here. So somebody is still being remembered. It's nice to know that people are still coming here to remember members of their family who've departed, even though the church is no longer in use. Actually, there's quite a lot of graves scattered about. Most in a state of disrepair. Please feel free to leave any comments below. Also remember, if you enjoyed this video, please click the like button. Share it with your friends. Subscribe to my channel. we still walk through the graveyard parts of St Mary's Church ruins. Like I say, it's nice to see that someone still came here and took the effort to lay some poppies, because it is nearly Remembrance Sunday, so they put the poppies on the grave. I presume most probably it's a family member, although I can't guarantee it, but I'll take you back to the church ruins without stepping on people's graves. This is what's left of St Mary's Church after the doodlebug strike. Oh, here we go, the 3 stages in the development of St Mary's Church in Little Chart. Nave and chancel built in local ragstone in the year 1250. North aisle built by Sir Peter de Bending, 1350. And the west tower and porch was added by Sir John Darrell in 1500. Only to be destroyed during World War II. So it stood for all those years. Take you around and through what was, well, still is, the main front entrance. I presume that's another grave under there. So this would have been the main entrance into the church itself. Still got some sort of coat of arms above the doorway there. Still tiles on the floor. And that boarded up doorway there would have been the doorway up to the bell tower. It does look like in front of us here we have some original floor tiles. Some there, some here, and some more in front of us. Not sure what that would have been for. Some sort of storage area. Maybe for the local priest to keep his bread and wine in. Got a fir tree there growing out of the wall. It's obviously seeded and taken root. More original floor tile in here. This is where the main altar would have been. Someone's brought their dog in here and not bothered cleaning up. A bit disrespectful. Even though it's not working church, it's still what they class, I suppose, as sacred ground. At least the grounds are well kept. Would have been nice to take a look up the top there, but I suppose it's a bit unsafe and a bit dangerous. External tyres there holding the walls together. I wonder how long they've been there. We're just now heading back towards the front entrance. There's a little road next to us. It's a little bit of traffic noise, but I expect it would have been a nice little village church in its day. I will try and find out a little bit more about the church when I get home on the internet. And little glider up there. I don't know if you can see him right up in the sky, getting his tail up. It's quite spectacular weather actually. It's the early part of November. Lots of fireworks going off tonight because it's actually November the 3rd today, the Saturday, year 2018. And like I say, the weather is good, so I thought I'd take a nice little walk out into the country and come and find these ruins for you folks. I don't claim to be some sort of tour guide, so forgive me if my descriptions and my audio isn't the best quality, but I hope you've enjoyed my visit. Check back with you all soon. In the meantime, I'll say bye bye for now. Well, I've just left the church ruins, St Mary's Church ruins. Little chart. Just heading off back down the trail now, or the footpath, back down towards the Swan pub, where I might stop and have another cheeky little beer. I had one on the way up here. I just thought I'd show you the views. I love walking this time of year. I love walking any time of the year. Just the different colours of all the trees. It's hard to believe, here we are, beginning of November. I'm actually walking along at the moment and just on my base layer on the top. Actually took my mid layer off because I was a bit warm. So yeah, it's lovely. Nice to get out and about in the countryside. Get a bit of exercise and enjoy Mother Nature. Yeah, it's quite a lovely peaceful walk, this one. Anyway, the church ruins themselves were quite interesting. While I was here, I did a quick little review on my new rucksack that I'm using today, the Osprey Exos 45. quite a remarkable little rucksack actually. The amount of things I've got in there. I've got my tent, my sleeping bag, my bed, my cook set, my food, my water, all my extras, spare GoPro batteries, spare clothes, warm clothes, hat, gloves, socks, underpants, you name it, I've got everything in there. So, like I say, just head now back down to the Swan, because that's where my path leads. I actually turned off the path I was actually taking on my walking route today, especially to come see the church ruins. I'll check back with you all in a little while. Hi there all, here I am, still out on my walk. I'm walking through apple orchard at the moment, and I can't believe the amount of apples that are laying on the floor, just rotting away. And some of them are absolutely massive. Some huge apples, bigger than my fist. Yeah, they're all ready for picking, but there's just apples everywhere, all over the floor. These are small compared to some of the ones I have seen, just rotting away. Such a shame. All these homeless people and hungry people around in the country, and there's just apples laying on the floor, rotting away. Yes. I suppose they call it windfall. I suppose some of them, you could say, are going to sit there and rot and grow into apple trees for the future, but it does seem such a waste. Yeah. If I was to pick one and eat one, it'd be classed as stealing. That's the ironic thing about it all. Still, we'll continue on our journey. Just thought I'd give you a quick view of the public footpath. I had to get on my hands and knees and crawl through there. Even then it was still hard work and really tight. People that own these footpaths need to sort them out, because that is really taking the piss. Anyway, I'm just outside the village of Pluckley. I think I've got about 1.5 miles to go to where I plan to camp tonight. Even though I've seen plenty of places along the way. There's lots of trees about, lots of hedges. But just thought I'd show you that bit of the footpath. Like I say, someone needs to get hold of whoever's in control of them and get them sorted. Otherwise, the walkers that use them will start taking other routes, and then it upsets the farmers and everything, and then makes it difficult for everyone. So anyway, that's enough of my moaning. Back on with me walk. Over there in the distance is the village of Pluckley. Not sure if you can see the spire on the top of the church over there. Walked past there not so long ago. I think I've got about a mile to go, so I believe I'm heading to the woodlands about a mile in that direction. As you can see, the sun's going down. Sunset is actually in about 20 minutes, half an hour, even though it'll stay light for a little while longer after that. So hoping to get to the woodland, find a clearing before I have to put on my head torch. But I do know it's quite near the train station, and I have been told that there is a public house right outside the train station. So if I can find the woodland and find a nice little spot and it's within easy reach, I might take a walk back to the pub if it's quite close, and have myself something to eat. Even though I have a pot noodle with me and some instant custard and a porridge for the morning, I've exhausted all my chocolate bars, breakfast bars and whatever I had, so I had to stop, take on some sugar and some nourishment. So I had 2 chocolate bars that had like dark chocolate with peanuts in them from Tesco's actually. Quite nice they were. A Ripple Milk bar and a peppermint cream bar, and I do like my chocolate. Anyway, on we must go. Like I say, as you can see, the sun is getting low, so my phone's going now, so I'll check back with you shortly. There's a nice old building here in Pluckley, the Deer in Arms, just outside Pluckley train station. I think it's more of a restaurant than a pub. Opens at 6 o'clock, so I might have to pop back down here later, grab myself some lunch. It's about 4:30 at the moment, so 3 sausages, 2 eggs and chips, £9.95. It's Saturday, so it's open from 6 to 11. Last orders for food at 9 PM. It's not exactly the cheapest of places, but like I say, might have to pop back here later. Have sausage, egg and chips. And a beer, of course. Anyway, on with my journey. Well, hi there all, here I am. I've reached the end of my little walk for today at Pluckley train station. Even though I won't be going home until tomorrow, but this is a train station I'll be travelling from in the morning, so just thought I'd have a quick view, because this was the end of my little journey. Feel free to pause so that you can read what it says here. Opened in 1842. So if you wish, you can pause so that you can read what it says, or if you prefer, just Google the history of Pluckley station. So like I say, this was where my walk actually ends. Typical, can't see when the train's coming. But like I say, I don't plan on getting the train here from here today anyway, so because I'm hoping to find the woods, which is about a mile from here, Pluckley Woods, and stay there for the night. Just down the road over there, there's a pub, or restaurant actually, and it opens in about an hour and a half. Yeah, just down there. So I will take a little wander, find a camping spot for the night, and maybe pop down the pub for something to eat. Check back with you in a little while. Thanks for being with me. Bye bye for now. Just give you a view of tonight's sunset. Just outside Pluckley train station. Oh, just up the road from there. Shame you can't actually see the sun itself, but what a lovely sky. Must continue on before it gets dark. I can't exactly tell you where I am because this is actually a private woodland, but this is my camp spot for tonight. So you can see the sun's gone down, so as long as I'm quiet and discreet, leave no mess, leave no traces, I say. Right next to a railway line. But I'll just get my headlamp out in a minute, set up my tent and cook myself some supper. Like I say, I'm not near any roads, so I can't see anyone's going to come wandering through here tonight and find me. If they do, I'll just have to pack up and move on, won't I? But like I say, I'm going to leave no trace and I'm going to enjoy my evening. I'll speak to you all in the morning. Well, good morning all. You might have just heard a train's just gone past. There's a train line right next to me. Just got up and this is my camp last night. Got the coffee on. Thoroughly nice evening. Woke up a few times in the night. Just animals, I think, making noises. But yeah, it was good. Got down to about 5 degrees, I believe. But I was lovely and warm. Got me set up in there with new Thermarest sleeping mat, which is a Neo Air X-Therm. Got R rating of 5.7, so kept me nice and warm. I can actually say that the heat I was getting back off it was quite remarkable. You could really feel the heat radiating back off the X-Therm. So like I say, I just thought I'd give you a quick update of where I am this morning, how things are going. Going to have my coffee, got some porridge for my breakfast, then I'll pack up and head down towards the train station and off home. So, thanks for being with me, thanks for staying with me, I hope you're enjoying my little adventure. I'll check back with you shortly.